All right, lads, let's talk about getting work. So, assuming you've set yourself up your little business or whatever you've done, I'll do another video on how to set up that little business, but this is how to get work, or I've got work, yeah? Let's go. You two can be in it if you want. These are my two little daughters here, desperate to be TikTok famous like their dad. Listen, right, first thing you got to do, website, man. That is like number one, ground zero. That's what you do. You get your website second. You to shut up. If you ain't got a website, then people can't find you in this day and age. You pay about 200, 250 quid. Don't go and get one of these cheap DIY crap websites. You've got to have your own domain name that you own. And have someone design a website for you, a 5-page website. Get as much info on it as you can. Keep it clean and simple. Don't try. westerngroundworks.co.uk. Go and have a look. That's what I suggest. It's professional looking, it's simple, it says what it needs to say. It shows some of our work from, actually I haven't updated it for ages. People can see what we're doing, we can see who we are, and we get all our work from that. So that's number one. Number two, you need to get your website out there. So at first, this is why you need to do it early. It might take 6-7 months to start showing up on Google. In the meantime, you can use something like Google AdWords. Now, I don't suggest Google AdWords. When I first started out 25 years ago, we were one of the first people on Google AdWords, and we cleaned up. Digger and driver hire we were doing. We were getting 20 phone calls a day, and they were costing us 4 or 5p each for a hit, for a click. But now it's something like 2-3 quid sometimes. I wouldn't be surprised if some people are paying 7, 8, 9, 10 pound for a click. It'll get you started and get you on your feet, but SEO is probably more important. Again, it's a bit of a minefield. You probably want to go and speak to or watch an SEO TikToker. They'll tell you more. I wouldn't advise using the Trader Check website, so I won't say their name. Look, if you're desperate, you can get yourself on there. You might get a few jobs. You'll probably get messed about quite a bit, and they do all this stuff where you've got to hold your reviews and then put all your reviews in together and chase your clients for it. You know what they're actually doing, in fairness, is they're using your name to hit SEO words. So what happens is eventually, once you've been on those websites long enough, your name, Western Groundworks, it won't link to your website anymore. It'll go straight to Checkatrade. Trader Check, or whatever they are, other options are available. But yeah, so they're basically using your name to get hits, and then you're actually serving all the other people in your trade around you, yeah, because they're getting hits off your name. Yes, you're getting hits off their name, but you want the hits in your name, yeah. Facebook, social media, Instagram, all these social media sites are fantastic. You should have a little site set up in your name, if only so people can Google you and find you and see your work and what you're doing. If you've seen my other videos, you'll understand how important that is. People will be checking you out online, and rightly so. Be transparent. Have a face of the company. Be out there, yeah. Let people see what you're saying. You know. That is really important, and people want to see your work and it's good. Yeah, we used to do leafleting and stuff back in the day, but frankly, I mean, I did try that about 10 years ago. It's not worth a wank. It's not worth doing, you know. Well, you know, it might be worth doing if you're, I don't know, if you're doing small works. You might get some jobs that way, but it's a lot of effort walking about, and people just throw your shit away. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. Obviously, word of mouth is very important. You want people saying good things about you. So I go back to this very often in a lot of my videos when I'm talking about working and getting work and what you should be doing. You've got to be good at what you do, and you've got to care, and you've got to show a bit of pride in your work. And if there's problems, you've got to make sure you're the guy that sorts them out. Yeah, that goes a long way to getting more work. If people are pissed off with you, they're just going to say bad things, and that ain't going to get you work. That's going to lose your work. If there's a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ resolves it. At the end of the day, you've got to go back if there's a problem. Make sure you do. That's important. All these little things are going to make you look good in the eye of the customer. Reviews, Google reviews specifically is the one I would say. Once you've got your website and that set up, register your company, whether you're sole trader, limited, whatever, with Google Maps. This puts you on Google Maps. They'll send you a bit of paperwork through to your address with a PIN number. You okay it, you get on Google Maps. That is amazing. Now, if you're smart and clever and you've got family that lives, say, 10 miles away, but that's an area you'll work, You could register with Google Maps at that address too. You didn't hear that from me. That's a little bit shrewd. But you can have your company in 10 different areas. Maybe your nan lives over there. You can do it to her address. I didn't tell you that. Sign right in a van, you know. Does it get work? Don't know. I'll just put the name on my van. I don't have phone numbers and all that. Who's taking down phone numbers these days? They don't. They just Google the name. So just have the name on the van. It's got to be worth it, innit? If someone might see it in the traffic jam and remember it and Google you. Yeah, it's probably worth doing it. And it looks professional when you rock up, doesn't it? If you've got a sign written van. You can chase work. I used to pay my sister many years ago to ring all the local builders. You can get them off Checker Trade. You can get all their details. You can just ring them up directly. Hello, mate. We do this. We're chippies. We're plasterers. We're looking for work in the local area. You know, we've expanded and we're looking for more work. If you've got any, let us know. This is our details. Make an impression. You know, be friendly. Show your professionalism. We got a couple of really good clients from that actually, and probably had 200-300 grand out of 2 of them. Admittedly, she probably rung around 3 or 4 days ringing people, chatting them up. She was good, you know, she could do that. But that is really worth doing. If your missus wants to help, or do it yourself, you know, it's probably better you do it yourself really, and know you talk to. Another thing I've seen people doing is, I had this happen to me when I was digger and driver years ago. Some fucking cheeky guy pulled up in his van, digger and driver, same as I was doing. Well, who's the governor here? I said, oh, Mum, he is. He went over to him and gave him a card. He said, if you have any problems with this guy, let me know and I'll come and do your digger driving. Yeah, fucking cheeky bastard. But if I hadn't have been there, that'd have been completely legit. You could do that, couldn't you? You know, if you see a skip outside a house, have a little look. Who's in there? Is there a tradesman in there? Give him one of your business cards. Vistaprint, they're cheap. So I hope that helps. That's a few good tips there on getting work. I'm sure there's more ways and I'd love to hear them. I know you all would love to hear them. So for the old boys on the site, come on. How are you getting work? What's good? What works? If anyone says yellow pages, yellow.com. Nah, no chance.